What's up? And I'm gonna do a video on all the games I have beaten in 2014 so far. So it's August 10th right now, and after I'm done with the year, I'm gonna do the rest of the games I beat. I'll probably do a top 10 games of 2014. But I originally got this idea from Ballin Nick 1982. Check out his channel; it's really good. Anyways, let's start off with Vita game, Killzone Mercenary. It's a great game. It's one of the best games on the Vita. It's definitely the best first-person shooter you probably get on a handheld. But the graphics on here are fantastic. Check it out. And I'm not going to talk too much about every game. I'm just going to go through them because I don't have that much time. Oh yeah, let me show you. For that, I'm going to show you the games I beat on the Vita because I don't have them. It's download only. You have Hotline Miami. Some of the best music on a video game. If you want like a violent shooter, it's like Split Second Decisions, and you're gonna do a lot of trial and error. You want to play that, but this is a great game with a great soundtrack. I might buy it one day. And I also have played Uncharted: A Golden Abyss. It's probably the worst Uncharted game, but it's still impressive for a Vita game. Now let's get into Metro Last Light. I heard this is really good. It was good, but it wasn't like the best first person shooter. But I like the scenes when you're outside. You got to try to find oxygen for your gas mask, and it has some good stealth elements. But it's pretty good. I'm not really a fan of the ending though, but it's still good. Then we have one of the best games I played this year, Demon Souls. Yes, the first of the Souls games. Of course, Dark Souls is the spiritual successor for this. But I think I like this game. I think I like Dark Souls a little bit more than this. One of the main reasons is it's because you have equipment burden. They don't have any of that in Dark Souls or Dark Souls 2. I'm talk about Dark Souls in a second, but Demon Souls, it's still a great game, one of the best games I ever played, but it didn't have the equipment burden on it, because every time I want to like get some new items, I gotta go back to the one guy and take off the stuff. Some other games it's not a big deal, but in Dark Souls I just want to keep on playing because it's a really tough game. And this game is just as tough as the other ones. Maybe tougher than Dark Souls 2, but still one of the best games. And one of the funniest and highly anticipated games of 2014 is South Park: The Stick of Truth. Yes, we finally got it. And I know it took a very long time for it actually to be released, like 4 years, but Matt and Trey put their heart and soul into this game. You can tell it's just playing like a 12-hour South Park episode with RPG. What can you like for RPG fan and every South Park fan? This is a must-have. Get it right now. The game is kind of easy. That's like the only thing I can say about it. But there's so much to do, and it's a candidate for my best of 2014, maybe. Then we have Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero, an overblown $30 demo. I would not have gotten this if it wasn't for Metal Gear Solid. Only only Kojima can get away with this. But the gameplay is fantastic. It's probably the best in the Metal Gear series. But it's hardly ending story, and the story you find you have to find it yourself in tapes, and I'd rather watch it in cutscenes. But you can take like half an hour to beat this, and it's not that exciting what you're doing. But the gameplay is still really good. Can't wait till Phantom Pain comes out. Then we have probably the best game of 2014, Dark Souls 2, and I got the collector's edition. I don't feel like scanning out, but this is a really badass steel case. One of my favorites. And Dark Souls 2. I know the main director of the series didn't work on this. He's working on Bloodborne. Cannot wait for that. That's probably going to be one of the best of 2015. But still a great game, still a great Dark Souls formula. But what I really liked about this game is in the other games, I mean in the Dark Souls, you can get like transport from different bonfire, but and from the start you can transfer each bonfire from the start. So that's really saved time. And I put a whole bunch of hours into this, and I don't know if I'm gonna platinum it, but I might one day. Then we have Infamous Second Son, probably the best visuals I've ever seen on a console game. Wow, and but I like the character Desmond, but the story was pretty disappointing. The first two Infamous games had better story, but the gameplay was fun and it was pretty short. And it was like I was expecting so much more from this game. Maybe they make one more game and like perfect it, make it kind of like how the first two Infamous games were, and with these graphics, that could be like one of the best games. But still a good game, but a little disappointing. Then we have one of the darkest games I ever played. A game I wasn't expecting to be this like this. It's Spec Ops: The Line. But you know how it looks. It's just Spec Ops: The Line. It seems like a generic third-person shooter. And gameplay-wise, it's generic, but story-wise, it is not close to that. And I think that's all I'm gonna say about that. Just play it yourself. If you like third-person shooters and you like games with dark, traumatizing stories, just play it. It's not that long either, and it's pretty cheap now. Then this is one of the first games. What was the first game, visual novel game I ever played, and that's Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. That's a mouthful, but wow, this game is fantastic, and I got the limited edition on the NIS store, and wow, this is a great. I guess it has little gameplay elements in the trials, but this game is fantastic. It has a fantastic story, and I'm gonna get the the next one's coming out next month. I think it's called Goodbye Despair, and they're on the beach. But it's a great game. If you want something a little different, visual novels, give it a try. Then we have the first Ninja Gaiden. I know this is just a part of the Xbox version, but it's still a great game. Like wow, it's like I never felt like more of a ninja than in this. I'm currently about to play the second one. I heard the third one's horrible, but I'm still giving it a try. But wow, there's an exploration in this game, like running on walls, slicing people up, and this game is difficult, but wow, it's worth it. And the segments when you play as Rachel, I believe, they're still enjoyable. Not as enjoyable as playing as Ryu, but then we have Bulletstorm, first person shooter. Short first person shooter, fun. You get points for killing people with style, and that's cool. And all I'm gonna say is one thing: what the dick. That's describes this game. What the dick. You'll see if you play it, but it's a good game. Might sell it though. Might not play it again. But then next we have Puppeteer. This is a great game as well. It's a platformer, and but it's set in the stage, and you're playing as it's like a puppet show, and it's very it has fantastic presentation and great graphics. I love the color in it. Sometimes the art direction beats technical prowess in the game. See Infamous Second Son, but this game is great. If you like platformers, it's great. It has a cool story too, and funny dialogue. Man, we have Nair. I heard this game was okay. Some people call it great. I call it nah, okay, and great. And in some areas, the areas that is great. That the music is fantastic. One of the best soundtracks I ever heard, and the story is pretty good. I've heard that you had to play it through multiple times to fully get to understand the story and its significance, but it's still great. But the combat and the leveling up system, upgrade system needs some work. So I hope they release maybe a game similar to this, maybe a sequel. I know this takes place in the same universe as Drakengard 3, but I haven't beaten it. I bought that, but I haven't beaten it yet. Then we have one of the most anticipated games of 2014, Watch Dogs, and I got the special edition with it. Watch Dogs. It's like Assassin's Creed, but in modern times, I guess near future. But I really love the stealth elements in the game. You do the gang hideouts. That's really great. And like you driving around chasing, and you set off some stuff devices in the world like rails and the lights. It's really fun. But the story was okay, pretty forgettable, and the character Aiden Pierce is pretty forgettable. Just need to perfect it in the sequel, and I know it's coming because this sold like crazy, especially on PS4. Yeah, I got it on the PS4. Now this is a crazy game, crazy fun game by Platinum Games, Bayonetta. This is probably my favorite. This and Vanquish, but this is a hack and slash game. Great, must play if you're a fan of hack and slash and fan of Devil May Cry series. And she's one of the best female characters in the game. This is probably the worst game I played. I want to say it was like it's the worst game I ever played, but all other games I played was good, better than this. Singularity. Story was okay, gameplay was okay, everything was okay. You have this device, the Singularity. You can slow down time, like alter time, and like you can actually age people and like make them like turn to bone and just age them to death. So it was okay. It wasn't that fun. And it was pretty short. I might sell it. I probably want to sell that. And we have Thief. Yes, I have not played the other Thief games, but I still think this game is great. Oh, okay, great in some areas. If they on the PS4 version, there's a lot of like technical like glitches and slowdown and long loading times. If it wasn't for that, I would rate this game a little bit higher. But I think the stealth elements is really good. It's really down to the bare bones. It's not like a Dishonored when you have magic. All you have to do is like arrows and your stealth prowess in it. But it's still a good game. And we have probably the best game I played this year. Finally beat it, Valkyria Chronicles. It's a third-person strategy RPG. It's like like a strategy RPGs. You decide where you go, and you wait for your team. You wait for the other person to go, the computer. But when you're moving, you can actually go into the third-person view, and go around, and they can shoot you. And I think that like brings like this game over the top because it's the gameplay is so much fun, but it's very hard. And I had to look up some battles to beat it because I would really want to beat this game. And also the story is also fantastic. Can't really say that much negative about this game. I just wish the sequels came to the PS3 as well, but the other one came on PS2. PSP. I know I could play that on the Vita. But the third one only came out in Japan. Like, what the hell is that? Come on, man. Bring out Valkyria Chronicles, please. This is a must-have if you have PS3. And last game I beat was only a download on PS4. It was Transistor. Transistor has also like a strategy RPG, but you could plan your moves, but you can move around while you like cooling down when you do your moves. It's a great game. It's isometric, but look it up if you're not sure. But it has a fantastic world and a fantastic story. It's pretty ambiguous with the world. And you gotta really have to delve deep into this, like looking around, reading people's bios. But it's great. And that's all the games I beat so far until August 10th of 2014. But right now, I am playing one of the best RPGs I ever played right now. It's Persona 4 Golden. Wow, this game is fantastic. I'm playing it right now. 40 hours in. I know it's like 80 hours to take, but I'm gonna beat this next. And I'm also playing another Shin Megami Tensei game, and that is Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. It's also great. Not as good as Persona 4, but it's still great. Alright, thank you. If you see this video, do your own video of like what the games you beat, and hopefully I can get some more videos up.